Hello, Spiritual Collective. So, tonight when I asked what message we needed to hear to guide us through the coming times, the Seven of Wands popped out. And it flew out and made itself very clearly known. You're standing tall. You're standing not only tall and firm and steady, but you're also radiating with passion. You've got this fire that you have ignited within yourself. You have done this, and it is now time for you to stand in this power. You are standing in this power, and also your mind is calmer and clearer. So you're really in a place of power right now, because not only of your passion, desire, and will, but also with your mind. The calmness and the clarity and the ability to really tap in is available to you now. This is how you're feeling, or you will feel soon. The last reading that I did was very much about the clarity of mind, the calmness of mind, the way that you're tapping into your psychic gifts. Again, this really is really showing this ability to really tap into your psychic gifts, and that this is coming to you because of the work that you've done. This reminds me of the last reading, just with the wands popping out in a powerful way, in a successful way, but also again with the clarity of mind and the vision and the expansion of your psychic gifts. But also we have, again with fire, more fire. We have the King of Wands here holding that torch. Again, when I said you ignited your flame, you're moving forward. You ignited your flame. There's a lot of activity. You're engaged in a lot of activity, and your willpower is strong. I'm getting a strong willpower here to move forward and to really tackle the things that you want to do. Very powerful. Okay? The World and the Three of Cups. Oh, yay. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. It has motion to it. This had motion to it. I'm getting this upright, but it had so this is in the works. This is coming to you, but it's not yet solid, heavy, it's not, what am I looking for? It's not 100% materialized, but it's definitely there. You're definitely, again, with the expansion, the psychic expansion, astral knowledge, I get with this as well, but also that the psychic powers are going to be really, really popping. I'm taken to meditations where you're expanding your psychic awareness by moving out from the earth plane that you're part of, but also expanding out into space. You know, those meditations that do that. I'm getting that, so possibly work on some of those meditations, but also that you're going to be communicating with more people. It's going to be a new cycle of really getting yourself out there, being seen, and getting a lot of messages in return from not only material sources in the material world, but also from sources elsewhere and different other energies that you will be receiving psychically through dream work or through meditation and other liminal states. But paired with this Three of Cups, because they were paired together when they were flying out, it's going to be a time of celebration. But it's also a time of emotional celebration. This is going to bring you a lot of joy and emotional fulfillment, but also with others. But also, first it will come to yourself, and then it will expand out into others. There may even be like some kind of get together as well. The Eight of Swords. Interesting. The Eight of Swords comes out. You may have been trapped in the past, because I don't feel like any of this energy is really you being trapped now. You may feel trapped sometimes, or did feel trapped. You may have people wanting you to feel trapped or keeping you stagnant or small. People keeping you small. That could be an issue. Not quite sure. But did follow the world in the Three of Cups. Even though this is positive and in an upright position, there was movement. So there may be people trying to affect this aspect with the Eight of Swords, keeping you stuck, keeping you from expanding out, and keeping you from really reaching your successful potential of reaching others. That could be an issue. But I'm getting the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. You're past that. You're moving forward. In a very strong, you got a strong will and a very passionate will. You're moving forward and you're not looking back. Yeah, you're on the rise. You're on the go. You got a lot of fire here. So you're leaving that whole Eight of Swords way of being in the dust. Okay? Done. Bye. Over. Okay? You're good. You don't have to deal with that anymore. I mean, I'm not saying it won't pop up, but I'm saying like the way it was at one point may have really had you feeling trapped. May have really had you stagnating. And again, with prior readings, like, that's not happening anymore, especially with these cards. Yeah, tough luck. Tough luck. I mean, no one's getting you stuck like that anymore. Meditation. What was I saying? Meditation. Meditation. Okay? Very important. It's going to get you there. Definitely calming that mind. Because once you calm your mind and you get that peaceful state, you're going to have more clarity about moving forward, about your goals, about what you really want to accomplish. And when you do this, all that other stuff that used to get to you or used to get you up in your head is not really gonna matter. It's gonna seem really small and trivial. You're gonna see a way out. And I always find it interesting because it's a bird, right? Crow, raven is a bird. Can it just like fly? You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll find ways to get out of this very easily if you even find yourself in it anymore to begin with. Self-worth, because yeah, you found your self-worth. You definitely have a lot of self-worth right now. And you're tapping into that. Yeah. I really don't see any way that you're going to be pulled down into the stagnant energy that may have once have gotten you in a bad place. Your mind is different. Your mind is different, or is changing and going to be very different soon. But I feel like if you're attracted to this reading, it's already well on its way. You've already taken those steps. High Priestess of Fire. A lot of fire, a lot of passion. A lot of passion for your path, for who you are, for your life purpose. You actually, yeah, you do have a purpose. It's clear that you have a purpose, and I'm sure you know what that is. I would be shocked if you didn't at this point, with this reading. Like, you know what you're doing. You have a strong will. You're guided. You know to move forward. Honesty. Again, with fire and a candle. Honesty. Being honest with yourself. Being honest with others. Doing some candle magic, I do see. Maybe some candle magic around your will and your intent and what you want to move towards. That'll really help you. Love. There may be love coming. But also to self-love. Self-love. again with hearts here, this is really strong on self-love. Yeah, there may be some love and some, whatever's going on with your relationship, but right now with this, I'm getting strong self-love. You love yourself enough to move forward with what you want to do, to move forward with your visions and goals, and not allow yourself to go stagnant and to get stuck. You're beyond that now. Like, keep going. The message really is to keep going. Vision. Yeah, vision. Yeah, the psychic visions are really going to come to you. Pay attention. Pay attention to your dreams. Maybe do some lunar work, some moon magic, but also, yeah, you're definitely going to have like strong visitations from spirit beings that talk to you, like that contact you through dreams or meditation or whatever. It's going to I feel like there's some kind of strong visionary work that's going on. Your third eye, your visualizations, your meditations can be really visual along with your dreams. The warrior, you're a warrior. You've been through a lot. Yeah. Yeah, you've been through a lot. You are a warrior. And with all these these fire cards, right? You've been through a lot. Fire, moving forward. And again with these standing strong and still standing. Because you're a warrior, you've been through a lot. You've moved through and moving through all that's really hindered you, your blockages. You're not going to be really revisiting a lot of that. I mean, sure, people will still come at you. You'll still have issues in your life. But when it comes to you moving forward in what you know and how you feel about yourself, that's solid now. Sacred wisdom, yeah. Again, with this visionary quality, these messages, this really strong psychic clarity. Also, moon cycles, so moon magic, magic at night. But also, too, sacred geometry. And, of course, dream states. There'll be a lot of messages when your dream states. They'll probably be very vivid. You'll probably remember a lot of your dreams. You'll probably get a dream journal if you don't already have one, which you probably already do. But if you don't, probably meditate before sleeping. That'll probably really help you, too. Intimacy. We do have the intimacy card. We did have the love card. So this also expands out into your relationships. Maybe you're feeling more intimate. Maybe you're more open to more forms of intimacy than you have been. Maybe there's someone new coming into your life, or maybe this pre-existing person that's in your life, there's something about your relationship that's being more intimate, being more loving, being more compassionate. If not, it's a self-love message. Communication. Yeah, communications. Also communication after falling out after intimacy. Communication with your partner is very important at this time. So I'm getting, yeah, if you have a current partner, that you really do need to be open with your communication. Don't be afraid to have those intimate conversations. Because they're very important, but also that you'll be getting a lot of messages from Spirit too. Okay? It's a really time to open up. Okay, divas, yeah. Definitely what I was saying with the messages, with the third eye, with your visionary qualities, with your visionary gifts. Clairvoyance, all the clairs really, but like especially in this image I'm getting that. But definitely don't be surprised to see a lot of spirit beings coming in through your dreams. Also working with crystals could be also very helpful in centering your mind through meditation. It really help you focus. If you get the crystal, focus your mind on that. It really help you in your meditations. Boundaries and soul journey came out together. So this is a reminder, because it did come in reverse, although this is an oracle deck, so sometimes it just depends on, but I'm feeling like, I feel like you know your boundaries, but just to make sure that you enforce your boundaries, okay? Don't feel guilty in enforcing your boundaries, because that's what makes your relationships healthy. That can be with a significant other, can also be even with the spiritual realm, but also with other people in general. Healthy boundaries are a must, and just because you're a spiritual person doesn't mean you have to accept a lot of negativity and a lot of drama into your life. That'll only throw you off course. Don't do it. Have healthy boundaries. It's a must. Okay? If you're really authentically serious and true about your soul journey, because you do have a purpose, your soul journey, you're going to have these boundaries, because this purpose needs to be protected. And you're not going to be able to really fully walk this path and engage in what you're supposed to do if you don't have healthy boundaries. Remember, these fell together, and it's really important. It's really important to have healthy boundaries to ensure that you stay on your path and that you reach your goal. What you're supposed to do on your soul journey in this lifetime. Okay? Very important. Very important. Okay? Getting that. Yeah, that's... it's like, yeah, be very clear that those boundaries... Oh, and also, too, yeah, okay. Look how he's climbing over to get to the castle. And then there's like this like palace here, palace here. Interesting. The boundary is to protect the castle. So you're going to have to, it may be a little hard sometimes also getting another message, like to reach your destination. Sometimes it'll feel like you're climbing an uphill battle, or having to take extra precautions or do extra things to get to where you're going, but that it's worth it, because this goal, this destination is precious, and it has to be guarded. And also to elevating your energy, elevating yourself, elevating in order to get over this, because this is for the people who aren't of this higher vibration, of this higher, that can access to get over to where that is supposed to be, where that goal is. So this has double meaning. So again, it's protective. Again, just protection. So that really helps as well. Purification. Purify yourself. Purify your energy. Probably do some cleaning, some clearing on a physical and the energetic level. That's really going to help you move forward. Okay? Yes. Yeah, you're moving to bigger, better things. You just need to make sure that you keep your spiritual hygiene and your boundaries intact. Because you're moving forward, you're letting go of the limiting past, you're limiting beliefs about yourself. You're showing yourself love and respect, intimacy towards yourself and towards others. You're opening up in many different ways when it comes to your relationships, but also when it comes to your psychic gifts and your the spiritual allies that you have that are helping you on your soul's journey. This is a very important journey. This is a very important goal that you have. So it's very important that you move forward and keep continuing to follow that passion that you have for this. Because it really is that important. You're a spiritual warrior, and you need whatever you have that you're bringing to this realm for healing, for helping others, for creativity, for beauty, whatever it is, it's very much needed. And you need to stay with the course. And you need to do that by maintaining healthy boundaries, cleansing and clearing, meditating, and being there for yourself. That being said, peace.